Hey YouTube, what's up? I know I haven't made a video in a couple weeks. The reason for that is mostly school-related stuff and band-related stuff. I've been kind of putting off my summer homework, so I had to do that now. And also the band is doing a ton of stuff. But now I'm getting back into the swing of things. I'll be making a video today, obviously. I plan to make one tomorrow as well. Today the big thing is Duke Nukem Forever has officially been announced. Again. It had been announced before, and it became vaporware, and it was a whole big mess. For those of you who don't know, I don't feel like explaining it in this video because it would take like 5 minutes if I want to explain everything. Just look it up. You can find plenty of stuff about it. Should be pretty easy to find out. The point is, Duke Nukem Forever has been in development since like 1997, and it's finally supposed to come out in 2011. I'm a little doubtful, frankly, because it's been in development for 13 years. I don't know. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. You know, it's a sequel to a really popular game, Duke Nukem 3D, and I actually played Duke Nukem 3D probably back in 2000, maybe even before that. I was very young at the time. It was the first M-rated game that I played, so I'm actually kind of excited for the idea of a sequel. Because obviously I was very young when I played Duke Nukem 3D, so I couldn't really get all of the references and stuff in the game, because it was aimed at adults. So I'm interested in the idea of a sequel. I hope it comes out. And I did notice one thing that actually made me have a little bit of faith in the game. It's being published by Take-Two. Take-Two is also involved in publishing Grand Theft Auto games. So, you know, you figure if Take-Two's willing to publish it, they're a big company, they know what they're doing, so it's probably going to be at least an okay game. It's being developed, though, by Gearbox, who I don't really know. I haven't really heard of Gearbox doing too much. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll go well. They've had enough time. It should be perfect. But, you know, we've been promised the game before, and it just vanished. So I'm not going to get my hopes up yet, because we don't have a firm release date. We just have 2011. So, I mean, it could be pushed back to 2012. I don't know. At this point, I don't really have too much faith in the game. But hey, if we actually get a firm release date, maybe I'll begin to actually get excited about it. I don't know. But other than that, the big news right now is that Microsoft has raised the price of Xbox Live. And I know you can find like cheaper subscription cards for Xbox Live if you go on Amazon or eBay or wherever. But the thing is, most people aren't going to do that. So I think this is going to hurt Microsoft. Because people, well, first of all, the price has been raised to basically $60 in the United States. So obviously that's going to make people who use Xbox Live maybe a little unhappy. But more than that, for people who don't use Xbox Live, I think that's going to probably push them into continuing not to use Xbox Live. Also, people looking to buy the 360, hey, you know, I mean, you could buy a PS3 and a game for the same price as an Xbox and the online. So it's kind of, it adds to the fanboy war, basically. The price of Xbox Live has always been a big deal in the fanboy war. And of course, it's becoming less of a deal now that Sony is actually beginning to charge for some online features, but at the same time, what really worries me about this is the fact that it kind of sets an example, and a really bad example too. Because this says in the future, you know, people or companies can raise their prices during the middle of a console generation, and I think that's going to lead to problems in the future. Right now, it's only a $10 jump. That's not really a big deal. But the only thing, I mean, I see this coming back to haunt us. Like, probably 5 years in the future, the price might go up again, it'll be $70, PSN might start charging. It's setting kind of a precedent that people are going to follow and raise the price of all online services, probably. So, basically, if Sony sees that Microsoft raised the price of their online, Sony might do the same thing, who knows, Nintendo might get involved, and I think it could lead to some problems, but right now it's not a super big deal. Fanboys are going to make a huge deal out of it, they already have, but let's keep it real. There's really not too much interesting about a $10 price increase. It's not a big deal. I mean, $10 per year is nothing. It's less than $1 a month. So, that's all I have to say for this video. And tomorrow, I'm gonna make actually a remake of an earlier video that I did. You probably don't remember this unless you were one of my subscribers about a year ago. And about a year ago, I had like 20 subscribers, so pretty much no one's gonna remember this. But I made a video about at the time, Project Natal and the PlayStation Wand. Alright, so I'm gonna remake that, kinda update it, because it's a year old, things have changed. The names have changed. Obviously, it's no longer Natal, it's Connect. And it's no longer the PlayStation Wand, it's PlayStation Move. So names have changed, we've got prices now, we know what it's gonna do, we know what it's gonna require, we have some of the games that are gonna come out. So I want to kind of revisit that tomorrow, if possible. It's just gonna be another webcam video. So it'll probably be a longer one. I don't think it'll go over 10 minutes, but it'll be longer. So you can look forward to that tomorrow. I hope to do a good update for what I did before.